Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Most requested video on the entire channel is how I lost weight. A lot of you have been asking me how did I lose 80 pounds in 6 months. I made a video about it, and a lot of people who are watching this channel, they're saying that the voice is same, but it looks like a different person talking on the video. So I decided to answer this question to you, how I did it, and that you can do it yourself as well if you want to. In fact, a couple of subscribers even called me and they were asking how did you do that? Who is your nutritionist? Who is your coach? Which gym do you go to? And things like that. And yeah, I'm going to answer all of this in this video. And to be honest with you right now, if you look at me, I'm actually not anymore 80 pounds down. I'm 88 pounds down, but in 6 months I lost 80 pounds. Then it slowed down. The leaner you get, the slower the progress becomes, unfortunately. So I'm basically 40 kilograms down as of today. And right now I'm a little bit bigger because I had my meal of the day just before shooting this video. I'm not out of the gym. I don't have the pump that I usually get in the gym. So yeah, I worked out in the morning and then I spent a little bit of time doing stuff for the family, and now I had my meal of the day because I eat one time a day right now. So this is one of the answers to give you an answer to how I lost weight. Now let's begin a little bit from the background now, guys, and I'm going to show you some progress updates and things like that. So my initial video was shot in this backyard last year, basically before it started snowing, and I made a video showing how I looked back then, and now you can see how I'm looking right now. So how did I lose it, and what's the background? Well, first of all, guys, I've been fat my entire life. Since maybe I was not fat until I was like 7 years old, and then my parents introduced bread into my diet, and I started bloating up. So one of the things is my parents were really saying that I should eat more bread because, well, the bread was kind of the cheapest thing in a post-Soviet Union environment. So yeah. But I'm coming from bread and potato and things like that is pretty common, so please do eat those things, kids, and this is kind of, and it's not really good for me. So yeah, when I was 14 years old, I was actually, I don't know in pounds how much it is, I was 104 kg, which is, well, roughly 26 kilograms more than I am right now, right? Is it 26? Yeah, about 26 kilograms, and I was half of this. I was shorter when I was 14. So yeah, I've been chubby my entire life. I've been bullied. I've been pushed around. When I came to Canada, guys, I actually went to 122 kg. So my maximum was 122 kg. Before I went into this diet, I was at 118 kilograms. So yeah, my weight fluctuated a lot. I came to Canada in 2012 as international student, and yeah, I started losing weight. So I got a gym membership, I started working out, and I lost weight. I lost weight so much that I was able to deceive my wife into marrying me because she didn't know how chubby I was before that, okay? So I lost my weight from 122 kg to 90 kilograms, which was pretty amazing, and yeah, it gave me a lot of self-confidence. Later on, I was going to a gym for years at that stage, so then I stopped going to the gym. I got married, slowly started gaining weight. The married life, there is no more necessity to impress anyone, you know, like I don't care about, you know, impressing other gender anymore. I have kids now. I have 2 of them. One of them is 2 months old, the other one is 3 years old. I have a family, so there is no really a motivation to lose weight anymore. Then the pandemic hit, so I slowly started getting off track, getting an office job, becoming less active, gaining weight, and then at somewhere at closer to 107 kilograms when I regained from 90. I regained 15 kgs about 5 years down the road and started slowly going up. Pandemic hit. And you know what happened to all of us during pandemic? I started bulking up, became bigger. Last year, I went into, well, it's actually I'm finishing my 2 years in real estate, so it's going to be my 3rd year now in real estate. So 2 years ago, I went into real estate. I became a realtor with eXp Realty in Calgary, Alberta. So I went into real estate, and during COVID, I was just too busy showing houses, working, driving, sedentary lifestyle, driving from house to house, eating fast food, junk, drinking a lot of sugar, lots of coffee, and things like that. Always on the go, trying to make as much of money possible for my family, to provide from that. And yes, I went back from 90 kilograms, from 122 kgs, I went to 90 kilograms, and then I went back to 118 kilograms. In fact, I was going to stop on 115, but the weight kept on going up, and I was getting to a stage where I lost control totally. It felt like no matter what I do, my weight still keeps on climbing up, and I was getting a little bit depressed. I was like, on one side, I don't have a proper motivation. On the other side, like I'm married, I have a family, and I don't really care. And honestly, you don't even notice how you gain weight. Everything looks normal. You just keep on increasing the clothes sizes and things like that, and everything seemed fine until a certain point. Of course, I was doing real estate, and then in 1 week I had about 3 different clients. Guys, I'm really busy in real estate, so one of the reasons I didn't even have a gym membership anymore. My gym membership was cancelled because I didn't even go there for years now. So yeah, I lost muscle, I gained fat, and I was totally out of shape. So one client I met said, Igor, you look fat, what happened? I've been watching your YouTube channel for so long, and you've been getting bigger and bigger. It's not good for you. And I was like, okay, well, okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I got fat. Okay, I almost didn't even get offended. Next guy sat in a car and said, "Hey Igor, I think you're out of shape. I think you are fat, and like you should do something about your diet." I was like, "Okay, 2 people in 1 week," and I almost didn't take it personally. My self-confidence is already hurt, and I'm like, yeah, maybe they're right. 2 people told me I'm fat. Maybe I'm fat. Yeah. And then finally, I was showing houses to one of the Instagram models out there, the guy, and he sat behind me. He grabbed me by my fat leg. This like I had huge handles here. Like he just grabbed me like this. He's like, Igor, you're so fat. You're so fat, and you should lose weight. What have you done to yourself? What have you done to your body? I've seen you before posting on social media, and over the years you just gained so fat, man. You should do something about it. And that was the last one. That was the last person who's going to tell me that I'm fat. So that's the person who pushed me into losing this weight. So I was like, oh my God, okay, 3 people in 1 week. There is nothing wrong with them. They don't know each other. They didn't speak to each other. They couldn't collaborate into saying something like that, delivering a message. They don't even know each other. So yes, I'm fat, and I have to deal with that. So that's the background. That's what pushed me into losing weight and changing my entire lifestyle, and everything has changed. I'll tell you a little bit, guys, in terms of like how to lose weight now. Well, first of all, what I did, and that was a recommendation of the last guy who was actually an Instagram model who told me, and I asked him, I was like, okay, so you are so fit, what do you do? He said he is eating 1 time a day. And that he told me it's called OMAD, intermediate fasting diet, where you eat 1 time a day. And I was like, how can you eat 1 time a day? Are you kidding me? You seriously are eating 1 time a day? Okay, maybe I should try that. So yeah, it was a very long process. I'll tell you more about the diet, about the workout and the progress down the road in this video, but that was the trigger point. I found out that he has been doing it for over 7 years now, eating 1 time a day. I started asking my other clients. I found a lot of other people who've been doing that, and they are in a great shape. So how did I lose weight? Well, it started with the mind. It started with the motivation. First, I couldn't lose anything. I started eating even 1 time a day. I couldn't do it. It's very difficult emotionally. Like, I'm used to eating 6 times a day, not 1 time a day. It's very difficult. So I went to a gym. I actually went to a gym with that guy, and I got a gym membership for myself finally. And I decided to go with that guy to a gym, and I decided to eat 1 time a day, and I tried keeping up the pace. I almost died that day in a gym. So I just followed the guy, and I did exactly what he did for his workouts, exactly everything. And I almost had a stroke. I almost died right there. I couldn't tell him. I cannot keep up, man. Like I cannot keep up with the workout that guy is doing. I'm so out of shape that I couldn't even sleep after that workout. So like a regular workout that you'd be doing in the gym, that's how bad I got into shape. I was like, I'm totally dead. I'm a dead meat, and I tried, and then I started eating one time a day. And the only, you guys, so let's talk a little bit about diet. Workouts, I want to tell you something about workouts. They don't work if you don't have a diet. Okay, so the biggest thing was actually change of diet. So I started thinking on how can I do that. And let me tell you a little bit about, okay, now I'll tell you about the mental state, and then we'll get back to the diet, because the diet is not going to work without your mental state. And that's the thing that happened to me. Why should I lose weight? Okay, guys, why should I get any leaner and look better and things like that? Why should I be building muscle? I don't have an urge to go and flirt with ladies, okay? I don't have an urge, I'm not a teenager to go around and impress people or do anything like that. So why should I lose weight? And I started thinking about it, and number one is, well, fat people like myself at that stage, at a level of obesity beyond comprehension. So live less. They're more likely to get diabetes. I'm more likely to live less, shorter lifespan. And I have two kids. One of them was going to get born soon, so my wife was already pregnant. So first of all is I already have one kid who is 3 years old, and I want to be a nice dad. So I want to be able to be active and healthy enough to spend better time together with my kid. I want to be there and live long enough for my younger kid to be growing up as a child. And also, kids, they tend to look at your parents, and if you look around, it doesn't take you long to figure out, if you can see two obese parents, there is an obese child walking next to them, they look up to you. And I didn't want my kid to look up to me like that, because I'm obese. At that time I was obese. So I don't want my kid to inherit unhealthy life practices and a lifestyle like I have. Now, of course, to blame is my metabolism, my genetics. They are not that great. I am what is called endomorph. So those people who get fat very easily. I gain weight like better than you can even imagine in your life. I get fat. Some people are lean and they're always lean. Some people are muscular and they're all right. But some people are like me, and it's easy for us to get fat. I'm a fat guy. So I don't want my kid to inherit unhealthy food habits and lifestyle like that. So that was my emotional state in terms of why I should be dieting. In terms of creating it consistent, you have to have enough motivation to a reason why you want to lose weight. My initial state of mind of losing weight was, well, first of all, I needed to get married. So I lost weight, I got married, and my wife got cheated in a way that she didn't know that she was marrying a fat guy. How about that? Yeah. But anyways, it's too late to back out now, isn't it? So that was achieved. But in the long run, like why would you want to lose your weight? So that's the mental state of why, and it helped me create everything else and create a turn in terms of like sustainability and consistency, because it's not about the diet. So now there another part of this weight loss journey. I realized that people go on a diet, and I've seen a lot of my friends going on a keto diet and then getting fatter than before, people losing a lot of weight, getting into good shape, and 4 or 5 months down the road being even fatter than they started. And I was like, what, this is not the right thing. So it's also, you have to change the lifestyle. So you have to adapt your diet into your lifestyle. Stop calling it a diet as if something that you can, okay, you're going to stop eating junk, you're going to maintain your calories, you're going to look at everything, you're going to maintain a balance, and then you go back to normal, and you would hope that your weight is not going to jump back up. So you have to change your entire lifestyle. So I started adopting my mindset like that. And of course, now let's talk a little bit about the gym and workouts and things like that, and then we'll talk a little bit more about diet, and then I'll tell you the benefits. You know what, before we go to the gym and the diet, let me tell you about the health benefits that happened to me. Okay, number one, I used to eat 6 times a day, right? So I would go and take a poop, let's say, probably about the same amount of times in a day. Like, can you just understand how many times you have to go to a washroom for no reason in that day? How much you are eating food that just goes into waste undigested, let's say. That's how it comes out, right? So there is a problem. My doctor said it is, what did they say? They said it's a irritable bowel syndrome. Thank you so much, doctor. What should I do about it? Oh, that's just your genetics. There's nothing you can really do about it. Well, I fixed it. So the benefit is I don't need to go more than one time a day to the bathroom anymore unless I want to take a pee. That's it. So that changed. I know like people don't want to talk about it on the internet, but going to the bathroom and wasting so much of time sitting there, scrolling through your cell phone every single day is just total waste of time. So that's one benefit. Another benefit, guys, I did 30 freaking pull-ups today. 30, 3, 0. When I started this diet, I could probably do half a pull-up only. That's it. So that's also there. I can climb a pole like a pole dancer now, which is funny. But anyways, it's a super skill now that I got after losing weight. So that's another benefit. Another thing is I almost never get sick anymore. I was getting sick all the time, like your temperature changes, or it gets cold, or gets this, or it's, you are knocked out for days when you're sick. Right now, if I get sick for the evening, let's say, or for a couple of hours, or maybe half a day. I go to sleep, I wake up, and I'm done. I'm not sick anymore. So the immune system became way better than before. So irritable bowel syndrome disappeared, which is I suspect could have been a celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disorder. Now I have a couple of autoimmune diseases, including an arthritis somewhere over here, and of course things like that. You know, I have a couple of autoimmune diseases, and I have a record track and family autoimmune diseases. So yeah, these things are fixed. I don't have any problems anymore with any of my joint inflammations and things like that. So I recover way better. I'm less sick. I don't have to use the bathroom as much. My mind works sharper than before. I can, I'm super concentrated on to anything that I do. I'm way faster in doing things. I'm way better in working. I used to be taking sleeping pills because I had a problem with sleeping. I don't have any more problem falling asleep and having a really good recovery overnight and sleeping. I used to sleep 5 hours a day, guys. I used to work so hard, compensate for the loss of energy with coffee, sugar, and other sweets in order to survive and to make as much money as possible. But at some point I realized, guys, I made so much of money last year with real estate. It's just beyond comprehension to myself. Might be not a big amount for you, but it was insane. So all I gotta say, guys, by the way, I'll tell you more about real estate and things like that. I can cover that in a different video, but I was only focused on one thing: making money and neglecting the health, neglecting everything, not sleeping for 5 hours a day. I would get up, I'll clean my Airbnb in the basement, I would be done with that, I'll head out, show houses, I would come back home and I'll do some repairs, and I'll go, and then at night I'll be following up on the emails. Then I had conversation in the middle of the night with my clients, and then after all of that I'll be writing a script for a video for YouTube. So all of this together, and then no sleep, it got me into a stage where, well, I could have probably died if I kept on going like that. So I'm happy all of that is done and I'm back on track. So in terms of health benefits, immune system, eating, the irritable bowel syndrome, everything disappeared. Now guys, let's talk a little bit about the gym, then we'll talk about the diet, and then we'll talk about the progress. Well, next thing is the gym. What am I doing in the workouts? Well, I know a lot of people are asking me what am I doing in the workout and things like that. So I work out about roughly 5 times a week, and my workouts are pretty same. So I have a day where I do chest. So I do chest and shoulders. For example, today was my back day, and then I have 2 days break, and then the next workout is going to be my leg day. So that's the entire thing. in terms of workout, I work out for 1 hour, 3 days in a row. I have 2 days break. Then I work out for 3 days in a row for 1 hour every workout. 1 hour, 3 days, two break, 3 days, and two break. Those are called cycles. And that's what I do. So leg day, followed by chest and shoulders day, and followed by your back day. I don't do biceps exercises, even though the bicep became bigger than ever before. Like, I'm not even pumped right now, but there's some bump over here, and triceps became stronger. I don't even do that exercise. And it's all based on complex exercises. So I do the biggest major muscle groups and things that involve biceps, like pull-ups, weighted pull-ups at this point. I started with where I had to push myself up. I literally would find a spot in the gym where I would just hang up. I would make sure that nobody can see me from there because I'm so embarrassed. I'm like a fat sausage, just like a hot dog wobbling there in a boiling water, and I put my leg up like this, and then I just push myself up, pretending like I'm pulling myself up. That's how it started. And I would do like that 5 times, pushing myself up with legs, because that's basically how I started doing the pull-ups. And today I did 30 pull-ups, which is crazy, and like I never did that in my life. And yeah, so that's how I started with the pull-ups. Then of course bench press, military press, things like that. And I'm making those exercises. I don't do, I still do squatting, even though it's pretty dangerous exercise. I don't do deadlifts. So I'm trying to stay to the exercises that are safer for your overall health, that are less injury prone, and that's what I do. But the most important part is the diet. Now guys, let's talk about the diet. I pretty much explained to you the workout, and I'm still working out in the gym. I still see some really people struggling with losing weight in the gym. They're coming in, they are on a treadmill, they're working out, but they don't change. They just go home, they come back, and for weeks and over, they're the same. They're the same people with the same body structure, like nothing changes. They keep on working out as frequently as I am, but they don't change. And that's what brings me to the diet. So what's my diet, guys? Well, 1 meal a day is what I started doing, and it turned into a feasting diet. So it's not about like a restricting diet. It actually helped me to plan. So I already ate today. And what did I eat today? Well, today I had a huge bowl of salad, bigger bowl of salad that you probably have seen. And I had, well, you would think chicken breast. No, I had a steak, a pretty big chunk of steak, and I also had salmon. And what else did I have with that stuff? Well, that a little bit of steak, salmon, a small piece of chicken, and I also had a bar of chocolate. Yeah, like how about that? I eat this kind of stuff and I'm still losing weight. So that was my meal today. But when I started it, I just went to a shawarma store and I would get myself a biggest Tyrannosaurus size shawarma, and I would just eat that entire thing, and I would have a can of pop, like a diet Coke, let's say. So that was how I started it. So what I started doing is, instead of having that boring meals the day that you have, I was like, why not I eat 1 time a day, but because I don't eat anything else, I would eat out of a restaurant. I would eat something from outside. I literally started this diet by, my wife was pretty pissed off about it. So I would literally just, go to a gym, and after the gym, by 11 a.m. in the morning, I would drive to a restaurant, let's say a shawarma store. I'll get myself a drink, I'll get myself a big shawarma, lots of garlic sauce, hummus, and all that stuff, like everything inside. And then I'll just, I'm getting hungry again now. And I would just sit there and I would eat. And after I ate, I would be so full. And I would be, wait, if I'm going to sleep and I'm hungry, maybe I'll have, like I'll try to have some water, but maybe I'll have a little piece of meat sometimes to cheat, just because I couldn't sleep at that time. But best part is not eating anything. So what was holding me back is I would be thinking to myself like this: okay, if I don't eat today, tomorrow I can celebrate. I can tell myself, Igor, you did a great job. You fasted through 24 hours. You are going to celebrate, and you section of the feast where you're going to eat. So slowly, 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 like that, it actually went easier than I expected. I thought I'm going to die eating 1 time a day, from 6 times a day to 1 time a day. It actually was easier than I expected. And since then I've been eating 1 time a day, and that was my diet. Over time I lost 5 kilograms really fast. I lost a lot of weight pretty fast starting doing that. Later on I had to cut out the carbs. I had to cut down more carbs and more carbs. I don't eat rice, I don't eat bread, I don't eat cakes, I don't eat grain, I don't eat wheat. So to answer your question, what I'm eating right now, I don't eat any of that. I don't eat fruit, which is not good. So I can have fruit occasionally, but it's because I had to do that. Now I don't like I know a lot of you would be like, oh, which kind of supplements do you take? Do you take creatine? Do you take protein? Do you take fat burners? I don't take nothing in terms of supplements. The only supplements that I take is vitamins, and I'm not doing that anymore right now because I took too many of them already, and salt to increase the electrolytes in your body, like pinch of salt. Like I literally just eat salt a little bit. And what else? I would say coffee. Coffee is a huge stimulant, and it's in a lot of fat burners, so I just make my own coffee at home. And I love my own coffee. I have purchased a bunch of syrups with different flavors, sugar-free syrups that I use. So guys, it's a huge system. Like what I'm doing right now versus what versus what I started. I don't expect you guys to do what I'm doing right now when you're starting over it. But this is how it started. I started off eating like that. Then I went to India. I went on vacation. It was an excuse for me to quit my diet, but I did not. I even went on 2 months of carnivore diet. Like I ate only meat for almost 2 full months, where I didn't eat any vegetables or fruits, just meat, some organ meat as well. So I went on that. Insane results. You get insane results on the carnivore diet. Like literally your skin starts to shine, like your inflammation, everything goes down, constipation happens. But that's only if you eat too much of chicken. So chicken is not good if you're on a carnivore diet. If you're only eating meat, chicken is not a good meat, not good source of meat. So you need something like lamb or beef or something like that that has a lot of fat. Chicken is just going to kill you. So you need vegetables if you're eating chicken, like fibers. Otherwise you're going to remember me on the bathroom next time if you try to do what I did. So yeah, carnivore diet, but it's boring. Like eating only meat for 2 months. So I went back from carnivore into OMAD. So I'm eating everything. My diet is basically, it's a weird version of an OMAD, intermediate fasting, which sometimes turns into 2MAD when I lose my balance. I had a day where I lost control and I ate not 6 times a day. I just ate the entire freaking day. I just ate. Like I started eating by noon and I ate until the night. I went to sleep, and next day I was fasting again. I had that kind of break. I had binge eating. I had lost controls multiple times. But it's not about, it's about the journey and not only the destination. And what is the progress? Well, of course, guys, right now I'm not fully pumped. My muscles are not floated with blood, with blood like most social media people would be going. But how do I look? Let me show you how I look. Guys. Oh, my sunglasses coming off. This is how I look right now. Yeah. So, in terms of like you're wondering, do I have any loose skin, let's say? Sure I do. Look at this. Look at this loose skin over here. Just going up and down. Do I have any abs? I don't know, you tell me. Got some muscles. But I'm not even out of gym right now. When I'm coming out of the gym, I look bigger, way bigger than I'm right now. But this is how I look now compared to what I was standing over there, and I'm not even flexing or anything. So, but yeah, the diet, the workouts. With the workouts is to build muscles. The workouts are needed for you if you're dieting like I did. In terms of calories, if you ask me, how many calories am I aiming for? Today I had about 1,600, and that was in one meal. So that was my one meal. But the aim is I did a lot. I did a long time on 1,200 calories a day. Yeah, I did a lot. I did month and month going 1,200 calories a day. Did I do 3,000? Yes, I did 2,000. I easily did. Today I had about 1,600 calories. So yeah, this is me. That's how I look, and I can show you some progress pictures as well through this entire diet, so that you can see, guys, it's possible even with really bad genetics like myself, where you are obese and you're an endomorph, your metabolism is slow, and yeah, just find the right motivation. For me, the motivation is family, kids. I Guys, right now, like, in the past, you could probably grab my cell phone and run away. Grab my cell phone now. Try to run away from me. I'll chase you down. I'm way faster, way stronger. I squat with more weight. I bench press more than I was 120 kg. And I pull higher weights. Honestly, guys, when I'm in the gym and when I'm working out, I see a lot of huge people, taller, bigger, bulkier looking than me, that have very tiny muscles under a huge layer of fat, because they think they're strong, but actually, guys, all of that is just fat. So that's kind of the thing I discovered for myself. I thought about myself as a bigger individual. I thought when I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to be bigger than I'm right now, and this is what I have right now. So we all think that we are less fat than we actually are. It's a psychological thing. And honestly, guys, if I look at myself in the mirror right now, I can still find fat here and there that I don't like, and things that I like, a body dysmorphia thing. But all I'm saying is, if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to go on a diet and I'm going to lose 20 pounds, that's what happened to me 88 pounds ago. So I lost 20, I realized I'm still too fat. I lost 40, I still realized I'm still too fat. I lost 60, I realized I'm still too fat. I lost 80, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm not that fat, but still, I'm still too fat. So I lost 8 more, and I'll probably lose a little bit more. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't yet decided, but I'm not changing my diet. So if I lose a little bit more weight, I'll lose. If I don't, I'm not planning to go back up. I just exchanged my extra large t-shirt to an extra small size. See you guys in the next video. I hope this answers your question, how I lost weight. No, it was not by accident. No, I don't have a nutritionist. No, I don't have a psychiatrist. And no, I don't have a coach. See you in the next video. Bye for now.